Okay, it's time for today's CSS Battle. Let's see what we've got. Interesting. What should we do? Let's just use space template. Set this background to that. Do I want base template? No, let's use the nested template. And let's set some margins on this. 60, 80. 70, 80 is perfect. And 90, yeah. Okay. Let's start with the middle radial gradient, I think. At 50% 0. This color. And then transparent. And 50 pixels. 0. 100. No, 100's too far. How about 50? We need 1Q. That fits beautifully in there. And now we want the two top half circles. So transparent for 10, 50, so 40, so 20. Then the yellow. For 20 pixels, so 40 pixels, then transparent, add that color stop in there, now don't want to move it any that way, want to move it 40 pixels down and make it 100 pixels wide. 120, 130, 140. 140 looks right, and then minus 20 pixels, 30 pixels, okay. Then we just need the lines. Which I think we're going to end up doing with 2 linear gradients. Linear gradient. yellow, 20 pixels, transparent, 110, 290, so 200 pixels. Then the yellow, also wants to be at 90 degrees, and we want to shift that down, so we want 0 and 20 pixels, and repeat X, except that wants to be 40. Then we only need those two dots. So let's do that as another linear gradients at 90 degrees, transparent for 60 pixels, yellow for another 20 pixels, transparent to 120 pixels, yellow for another 20 pixels, then transparent, add in the extra 0 color stop, now we're going to need to shift that down by 4, so 0, 40 pixels, repeat only on X, oh, we're off by 20 pixels, so that should be 140, that should be 160, and then we want to make it 100% wide and 20 pixels tall. It should be 100%. That is indeed 100%. Okay, minify unit replace. Now, is there a better way we could have done that? Possibly. So, if we instead just going to temporarily take out everything below here. Get rid of that comma. And start with the eye for 20 pixels. Make it transparent. And lines. Get rid of all of that. Right, that gives us the 4 lines. And then, on top of that, we use this radial gradient. Change this to that blue. And then only make it 40 pixels high and only repeat on X. And that will get us that. So that's nice. And then we just want the bottom radial gradient, which is this one. And we change this to the to the blue. We make this 50 pixels wide. Repeat only on Y. Shift it by 100 pixels. It's too far. About 80 pixels. 70, 60. Change the let's make this a no repeat, I suppose. Okay. Let's check that that still matches. Minify, unit replace. Now, I suppose what we could do is try to do this in elements. So let's use base template. Change this background to this. And start with the first P. P. Right. 40 pixels. Background of the yellow temporarily. Down, 82 in, 0 from bottom and 162. Uh, 262 is too much. 222, 222. Border radius plus that first one. So we now add in the second one. So minus 100, 20. And then we can do margin 80, 82, 0222. That should get us both the top two humps. And then we need a third. Which will have a height of 50 by the looks of things. And then we'll do margins. Leave that as 0. Should put it underneath. So actually, let's make that 20 maybe. Yeah. Then bring it in from the sides. Let's do var B. We'll short circuit B here. And then okay, where did you go? Let's do my yes. 150. And give it a background of red for now. Uh, 150 is too much. How about 140? I think that might be about right. And then 50 pixels, 50 pixels, 0, 0 is going to be wrong because that's exactly upside down. So how about 0, 0? I think that's a little too wide, so let's try 142. And then it needs to go down a little bit, so let's just make that minus 60. And then let's change this background colour to that yellow. So that's now everything but the set of lines. How do we want to make that set of lines? Maybe two elements and some box shadow. Might be a bit long. Yeah. So where's the margin here? Too far. Okay, 70 looks good. So 80, 0. Oh, hey, that was going to be 80. This one I want us to be 1, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, and if we do border with 20 pixels, 0, 0, 0. Okay. That one we definitely want a 0. That's bottom, that should be top. That should be right, and this should be left. Let's just set the background to red temporarily. Okay. So if we do that and that, we'll get the arch, which isn't too bad. Get rid of this background of red. Make it transparent instead. Clip path, polygon 0, 0, 0, 100%, 100%, 100%. No. Oh, why does this? 90, 50, 60 pixels. This means 60 pixels. 100%. And then 20 pixels. Right, 60 pixels, 20 pixels. And 100%, 20 pixels. 100% 0. That would be the right polygon for that. Now we make one more P. Scale it off -1, 1, -1. I think it is -1, 1. Margin here should be -120, I think. That's too far. How about 100? 100 puts it there. 0, 80, 0, 222. I think this is longer than the previous solution, but hey, whatever. Unify, unit replace. Okay. That's where I'm going to leave it today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.